Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding today's hearing. Through biennial enactment of Water Resources Development Acts, this committee is addressing the water-related needs of our states and local communities. WRDAs are a shining example of how Congress can efficiently and effectively meet the bipartisan needs of our communities when we decide it is better to work together than apart. Again, I look forward to continuing my partnership with you, with Chairman Graves, and with Ranking Member Larson to get this done. Mr. Chairman, each of our communities experience unique water resource challenges. We seek to address these challenges through predictable enactment of WRDAs, providing the Corps with the tools necessary to address community needs. As stressors or local priorities change over time, this committee has stayed vigilant to ensure that the Corps has the authority and resources necessary to address local needs. The history of Corps bears this out. The Corps' civil works responsibility was initially focused primarily on navigation, developing the coastal and inland harbors necessary for the efficient movement of goods to our young nation. That responsibility was later expanded to incorporate large-scale flood control, in part due to widespread flooding along the Mississippi River that devastated communities and livelihoods. More recently, as more communities realized the economic, environmental, and public health benefits from restoring their environment, Congress expanded the Corps' responsibility to include watershed and ecosystem restoration, the benefits that can be seen in the Florida Everglades, coastal Louisiana, and in the Great Lakes. In fact, just last week, we celebrated the 25th anniversary of enactment of the Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan through WRDA 2000. This decade-long partnership between the Corps, the state, and other non-federal partners show how large-scale environmental restoration projects can have a tangible, dramatic, and lasting benefit to our communities, our economies, our human and environmental health, and our quality of life. Lastly, in WRDA 2024, the Congress gave the Corps new direction to work with communities to support local efforts to enhance water supply, water conservation, and drought resiliency needs. Mr. Chairman, as we develop a new WRDA bill of 2026, we need to build on the successes of the last few WRDA bills and the enhanced direction for the Corps to partner with communities of all types, large and small, urban, rural, and tribal, economically well-off, and communities that struggle to make ends meet to address their local water resources challenges. It is my hope that WRDA 2026 will continue to ensure that the next generation of flood control, navigation, environmental restoration, and water supply and conservation projects that studies are authorized and allowed to proceed. We must continue to promote community resilience to the challenges faced by extreme weather events and changes to climate conditions on the ground, whether there's too much water, including coastal and inland flooding events, or too little water, such as areas facing increased frequencies of drought conditions. And we must ensure that all communities are given the opportunity to work with the Corps to resolve their water resources challenges. Finally, Mr. Chairman, we have started to hear concerns from members on both sides of the aisle that recent changes in the communication policies of the Corps have led to delays and denials of sharing even the most basic information about Corps projects in members' districts. As the chairman knows, seamless communication between the Corps and members' offices is essential for successful development and implementation of WRDA laws and projects. I hope that these bureaucratic holdups can be quickly dispensed with lest they cause challenges in this committee completing its critical work to develop a new WRDA. I look forward to working with you on this proposal and on our continued partnership to develop another successful WRDA this Congress. So let's get to work, and I yield back.